Hello everybody and welcome to my fall autumn webtoons recommendations. So, autumn is this good time of year to sit down and read because the weather outside, it's rainy, it's gloomy, so it's good to be inside with a cup of tea, cup of coffee and just to read books or comics or webcomics. And I'm here today about the webcomics. My criteria on deciding if the comic is autumny or not was either it's related to or happening in autumn, it has some connection to supernatural, which reminds me of Halloween, which reminds me of October, which reminds me of autumn, or it just has a general vibe. Alright, so let's start with the first webtoon, which is Morgana and Oz. So to describe the plot of Morgana and Oz, it's about a conflict between vampires and witches, undiscovered prodigy, magic and other forces at play, with a sprinkle of romance. It has beautiful art, very well written characters and relationships between them, and the author also posts cute drawings on TikTok, so check them out. And what is very interesting, it also adds magic connected to seasons. So there's Spring Witch, Summer Witch, Autumn Witch, Winter Witch. The series is still ongoing. The first season, absolutely amazing. I loved it. The second season is going right now. So I highly recommend it. Catch up with it, keep on reading. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. The second webtoon I highly encourage you to read is Surviving Romance. And it's by the artist of Makeup Remover, but I prefer Surviving Romance much more. It's a horror genre, and the horror genre I did not expect. And about Surviving Romance, it's one of those stories where the main character wakes up in a book or a game or a comic and changes the course of the story, but with a horror twist. And it works so well. It gets real creepy at times, breaks the fourth wall perfectly and constantly, and is very, very well drawn. And it's also a finished series, which is also a bonus. It is spooky, but not too spooky, it's not gore or anything like that. So yeah, highly recommend another one. The other webtoon that is ongoing webtoon is Eternal or Eternal Nocturnal. It has this wordplay in the title. The premise at the beginning is insomnia girl and a handsome dude appearing in her dreams. Should I say any more? The series introduces two main characters, one hiding their true identity, the other hiding their talent from the world and struggling with insomnia as well. I like how the story gives characters realistic backgrounds while mixing in a fantasy aspect. It's really good, it's really wholesome, and you can really see how the artist improves with each episode. You can see how they get comfortable in the story, which is really, really nice to see. Because the art was amazing to begin with, but it just keeps on giving, which I absolutely adore in the comics. The next series is the series I started reading very recently, but I already caught up with all of the available episodes, and it's called Hello, Hello. Guys, this series, Hello, Hello, is absolutely the cutest. I fell in love with the characters instantly, and the comic showcases different ethnicities and different backgrounds without prejudice, and doesn't shy away from presenting strong personalities either. And guys, the author is so funny. They have such a good sense of humor, especially in the Q&A episodes, so definitely don't skip them. The story is a slice of life/romance with a touch of comedy, and Xiao, one of the main characters, is the biggest, cutest cinnamon roll ever. The story touches some heavy topics at times, but it's generally lighthearted. There's some characters in some webtoons that I really cheer for. I know that they are fictional characters, but I feel such a connection. And the other characters in that webtoon are also great. The writing is phenomenal. I think the artist also writes the story, and I enjoy it so much. So yeah, definitely give it a read. I'd say it's relatively new because it doesn't have maybe that many episodes and it's still ongoing. I wouldn't describe it as only specifically autumnal kind of series. You can read it the whole year, but I feel like this is a good time of year to start. The next one is Beyond Timble-Pine Forest. So, Beyond Timble-Pine Forest. It's an adorable story with the most precious art style about the mushrooms, forest, frogs, and the delightful little prince. It's another ongoing series with a cute, light-hearted and usually funny story. What cozier mix would you want? The whole color scheme itself gives me such a warm feeling. It's so autumny. The colors are muted and vibrant at the same time. I don't know how to describe it. The art is amazing and it's just so cute. So yeah, definitely give it a read. It's a very light read. It's not horror, it's not anything very complicated. It's just something light-hearted, nice, lovely to read. And so autumny as well. And the last webtoon, which might be surprising for you, but it's made by yours truly. And it's called B. So B is a play on to be and also stands for the main character's name, Boru. And I also like to call it Boru and Friends. So I do art and write the little stories, the little gags. The episodes are usually a one story at a time, and I try at least to make them funny. It has a not too serious sense of mischief, and is honestly super fun to draw. Something to check out if you want a touch of comedy. I'll be happy if you give it a chance. And yeah, that's all of the recommendations for today, for this autumn, this year. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This poor pillow, I was throwing it around this whole time. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, whatever it is for you, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.